Okay, I'm off again. Oh dear, in this weather it's not easy. Just a quick update anyway, just to let you know, after my video yesterday about Vinny, he has responded and said that he was happy for the video that I did and grateful, and is happy if anyone wants to go over and follow him. He wants to make as many friends as he can to increase his Tottenham family, so fair play to him. But anyway, enough of that. What was I going to talk about today? So what I thought I'd say was a little bit about the changing tide. Jesus, that was hard work to get that out. In North London. As a Spurs fan of many years, as you all know, I'll get that I am. I can remember all through the 90s and the 2000s where they were a very, very good team. Really painful to have to say that. It's horrible, horrible. But when you consider that they had players like Dennis Bergkamp, Emmanuel Petit, they had Thierry Henry, you know, quality players, Overmars, you know, real quality players, and they were winning things left, right and centre, so it was a really difficult time for a Tottenham fan. But I don't think that I ever reacted the way that it feels like Arsenal fans are reacting at this moment in time. And for me, it really does mark a shift in thinking in North London. So, I think the loss to us at the stadium and then going on to lose against Newcastle and basically throwing the whole top four thing away absolutely has had a massive impact in their confidence and their planning and so on. The truth be known, none of them really wanted Arteta as their manager. So none of them have really got faith in the process, as I like to call it out. And as they are saying, they've been waiting for this process to improve sort of half a dozen years now. The disappointing thing from a Tottenham fan's point of view is even whilst they're in transition and they have been poor, finishing below us, they've actually still won the FA Cup, which is really, really disappointing, because I'd love to win the FA Cup. It's a real magical cup for me. It's probably lost its shine for a lot of people, but for me it's still a massive thing, and I'd love to win it. But the meltdown that we are seeing at the moment, like all over social media, and I know social media hasn't been around all that long, so, you know, can't really compare it, I guess, but the way they've kind of meltdown this year has been crazy, absolutely crazy. There was a really great video by a guy called Lee Gunner who hates Tottenham, obviously, really dislikes us, but the guy really talks a lot of sense. And to be fair, there's a lot of comparisons when you think about some of the things he said, because he talked about fans that are, you know, living in dreamland, you know, thinking that this player and that player is going to be the next best thing, and so on. So I kind of understand that, because because we all have delusional fans, who think we can do this and we can do that and all the rest of it. But he was making the point about fans saying this new player that they've got, Vieira someone, and Marquinhos and all the rest of it. He's calling out those fans that are saying these guys are brilliant and everything else, and that they're going to take him to the next level and stuff. And he's just being real, because the reality is these guys are just as untested as loads of other players. So there's no guarantees in any of that that's going to make a difference. And everything can happen, let's be honest. We took a punt and on Ndombele, who everyone was saying, you need to get this guy. He's the next best thing. He's fantastic. And the reality is, he just really let us down. So there's no guarantee that it was ever going to work. It was ever going to be any good. So, these guys could turn up and could be fantastic. I mean, Henry wasn't a big name until he went to Arsenal, and he kind of made his name there, changed his position, and the rest, as they say, is history. But the absolute spite and hate and jealousy that I'm kind of seeing coming out of Arsenal accounts is something I've not really noticed as bad before. I mean, there's always been that hatred, obviously, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't hate us or support their team or believe in their team or whatever. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to just point out how far they seem to have fallen in terms of where they see themselves, because they've always had that view of being up here and that we are, in their shadow and all the rest of it. But I think for the first time, certainly for a long time, if ever, some of them are actually starting to see the writing on the wall. Because from our point of view, as Tottenham fans, there is a shift. There's a shift in how we're behaving, because we haven't done this before. We've done what they're actually doing. Buying for the future, trying to, keep our heads, players from the past and all the rest of it. I mean, Nketiah getting the number 14 shirt is like some massive news, some like real statement of intent. Really? If you're an Arsenal fan and you put your hand on your heart, are you really saying that it's a statement of intent? You really think that? I don't know. You've got them posting things up about their squad versus Man City's squads and how close they are and stuff. I'm like, Jesus. I look at our squad and I don't put them up against Man City's squad and depth and all the rest of it. Maybe I should, but I just find it really odd how far this has kind of gone, because I've not really seen it before in the seasons. So yeah, really, really strange situation. There's loads of people about. A bit embarrassing talking to yourself while you're walking when there's loads of people about. Yeah, so I don't know if you feel that. Do you feel that there's a shift in attitude from Arsenal fans to how they see us, of how concerned they are, whilst trying not to be concerned? They're almost kidding themselves and trying to make it like it don't matter. But I think it does. I think it really does. And like I say, when you look at the players that they've had to the players that they're kind of going for now, the names that they're getting, it's almost a little bit embarrassing. So anyway, before I go, I I know there's someone watching who lives in Dorchester. I forgot your name whilst I'm walking, sorry, apologies. And I said, maybe I should flip my camera so you can see where I'm walking, to see if you can recognise some of it. I don't think you will, to be honest. I don't think you will. Let's see if I can turn it. Will it let me? No, it's not going to. But what about if I do this? What about if I turn around? Do you know this road? Do you? Can you work it out? No? Stick it in the comment section to see if you can work it out where it is. I've got to be careful though, I don't want to get mugged as I'm walking around. This might be a bit of a dodgy area. You never know. Anyway, leave it there. Good to speak to you all again. Have a great rest of the day. Up the Spurs.